Several days later and still sleeping like a baby. Hello everyone and welcome once again to the Hollow Knight 112% playthrough. Last time we made our way through the City of Tears, the biggest area in the world of Hallownest, and we explored a mere fraction of what it has to offer us. In the process, we also got our nail upgraded. The length is part of a charm. We made it stronger. You can't really tell that here. This time what we're going to do is we're going to explore a little bit of Dirtmouth, because there's several things here that I want to take care of, and then we're going to head back to the City of Tears and explore that tower that we were crawling earlier, where we met Cornifer and that sort of thing.
Oh, jittery.
Did I not have this dialogue with you already? I never thought I'd see such a thing. The Stag Station has opened. That building lay silent since before even my time. Oh, I've heard the tales of the glorious lines. A web of tunnels running all through the kingdom. Not that I'll be traveling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. Did you visit that temple? A strange building, I've heard. Though I'd never dare the journey myself. The braver among us once went there to pray, said they felt at peace within the walls. After a while, they stopped going. I wonder what changed. A young couple's just recently taken up residence in the house beside the station. Seems they're running... I swear to God, I've read through this already. Adventurous types, tall bug, larger house. Yeah, we definitely did this bit already. Oh. A lovely young lass has returned to us. I must admit, I'd place thin odds on her survival. Seems to think very highly of her rescuer. Some sort of dashing warrior type. Barely stopped gushing since she got back. The warrior must have passed down below whilst I was taking my nap. Such a shame. I'd have loved to meet so impressive a bug. Well, do I have news for you, stud?
Madaula misu.
As I was walking amongst the tombstones, I noticed a strange kind of chanting coming from somewhere nearby. Extremely sinister chanting. I looked around to find the source and saw two bright, horrible, huge eyes staring at me from the door of a dark cave. I pretended I hadn't heard the voice or seen the eyes and scurried back to town. My friend will have to wait a little longer for her visit. Yeah, Gigi. Gigi scares all of us. With her uselessness! Okay, I'm done. We finally have enough money for this. We want to buy this. This will make things much easier. Unfortunately, we are not broke, but we'll resolve that soon enough. So, Bretta's house is now open now that we've rescued her. And she has a mask shard for us. We officially have another piece of health. And we even get an achievement for it. I bet she got this plushie of me off Fangamer. The White Savior. The maiden woke in darkness. Confused, she reached out. Sharp brambles jabbed at all sides. Burning acid bubbled close below. What nightmare had led her here? What hope of survival remained? Doomed, she thought herself, and to despair she fell. Until a light bloomed far in the distance, a bright, glowing spot fast approaching. It swept majestic about the thorns, leapt above burning waters, and dove towards the maiden. Coming close, the form revealed at last a beautiful being, sharp horns gleaming white. Arms reached out for the damsel, gathering her up, grip firm. You ever make such an impression that a girl writes fan fiction about you? Yeah, don't worry, boys. Me neither. Alright, that's all that Dirtmouth has for us that I wanted to explore today. So, let's head back to ye old City of Tears. Stag boy. Sorry, stag man. Alrighty. Let's head down. And down yet again. Don't hit any enemies on your way. That's ideal. Oh god. Ooh, barely missed those spikes. Yeah, for some reason the architects of the City of Tears decided to put spikes on top of everything. The elevators, the archways. I don't understand. Oh god. Cornifer's gone already. How dare you threaten me with your big stick? You're no Teddy Roosevelt. Wait, Teddy Roosevelt's whole thing was not threatening people with the stick. Or was it threatening? Was that phrase supposed to be physically threatening? I'm a history major. I feel like I should know these things. These are soul twisters. These are the worst freaking enemy. Okay, second worst enemy in the game. I made that look a lot easier than it normally is. They teleport. They shoot beams. They're always out of harm's way. They're very obnoxious. They don't have a lot of health, though. So take my words with a grain of salt. More music to listen to. Well, not yet. Hold on. That music doesn't occur up here. I forgot. An ornate door made from glistening metal. There's a slot for some kind of key. This game will tell you if the key that you need for a door is a simple key. It'll usually say something like a simple lock made for a simple key. If there's ever a phrase like this for like some kind of key, that's how you know you need a special type of key to get in there. So if you held on to that simple key from earlier that we used to open up Gigi's door, that would not have worked here. Something else I wanted to show here is that there is a shortcut back to where Cornifer was. So I highly recommend opening this. The area we're about to go into can be pretty dangerous, and so having the bench available to us right here and not having to walk all the way around again, pretty beneficial. Now listen. It's pretty subtle, but the way it intertwines with the music from City of Tears, how did that not kill you? The way it relates to the music from City of Tears in its melody and its orchestral tone, and yet it's still something so new and kind of haunting. This is my favorite track in the game, and it continues to get better. I highly recommend listening to the full thing on, YouTube or whatever when you get the chance. It's also, now is the perfect time to plug this. This entire soundtrack is on Spotify. So go eat that stuff up. Record Abba, the mind still limits us so. How to break past its constraints. To attain a pure focus, is it even possible? These things are soul containers. This is the soul sanctum, so for there to be extra soul lying about, makes sense, I figure. Already hit that. Up we go. And you just had to interrupt the fantastic music. This is the Soul Warrior. Technically a boss, more so a mini-boss than anything. I place the Soul Warrior on the same level of difficulty or intensity as, well, maybe not the same, but about the same level as Gruz Mother and the Massive Moss Charger. The Soul Warrior has a lot more attacks than either of those bosses. He dashes, he teleports, he falls, he shoots out the energy beams, balls, whatever you want to call them. But he, as you saw, he still went down pretty easily. He's not too much of a threat. Anyway, can we get back to that music now? I recommend dealing with the Soul Twisters. It might be tempting to just run away from them whenever you can, but I recommend dealing with them because since they can teleport, they can keep pretty good pace with you. And if you're not careful while you're running away from them, you might run into another one. And the only thing worse than dealing with a Soul Twister is dealing with 2 Soul Twisters. Hold on. Oh, okay, that's where this is. I'm a huge fan of the Soul Sanctum. I love the change. Like, I love the aesthetic on its own, but I love the shift in aesthetic from the somber beauty of the City of Tears into something like the game hasn't reached a point of like trying to be haunting or anything. And this is probably the closest it comes to that. Well, maybe second close, but the contrast between the City of Tears, the contrast and the similarity between City of Tears and Soul Sanctum just makes how they interplay with one another so fantastic in my eyes. Now, we could ride the elevator, but you can jump up these windows if you want to, and it's honestly a lot faster. I think those soul containers give you... If they only give you 1 charge, that's like the max they would give you. I think they give you a little less than 1 charge. I want my soul to be full before I test that. Shoot. I did not want to come down here. Because now there are 2. The thing I said to avoid. Jeez. See what I mean? They're so obnoxious. Thank you. Okay. Let me check this real quick. Yeah, so a little bit less than 1 charge. I think there's another one. Yep. Oh, God. You see how long those energy beams stick around for? You know, if they don't hit any surfaces, they're just ever present and a pain in the butt to deal with. You can feel like you're safe, you feel like you've gotten away, and then, nope. Sniped from behind. But anyway, we've come this far. Well, if this game has shown us anything so far, it's always great when the music cuts out. And it's great when the door closes behind us. Hi there. Now listen to how this music adapts. It somehow got better. I love the Soul Sanctum music track so much. Soul Master is a very challenging boss for a lot of people, especially on their first playthrough. He is a lot quicker than his girthy build would make you think. And he has a large repertoire of attacks at his disposal. He can fake you out with that little teleport there. I thought I was safe and I turned out not to be. Charging across the stage like that. Sends out shockwaves. Shoots out the energy balls like every other enemy in this area. Jump. Okay. I want him to do... Not that. Also not that. Anytime you stun him, take your opportunities to heal where you can. Do your thing. Do the thing I want you to show. Ah. Do the move. There we go. When he does this, you can hop over the energy balls and get a little freedom in. Standing in the center, you can actually heal during the attack. Those balls will never hit you if you stand in the center, going on their way back. Those, aside from using that area to heal and using the time that he's down to heal, the only tips I can give you are stay on your toes, because he can mess with you right quick. But if you're careful enough, battle's over like a display. Or so we thought. He will bombard you with attacks from the ceiling here, and he can fake you out by doing so. If you get the timing in, well, I'm actually going to wait for another cycle because I want to show this off. And I have full health, so like, why not? If you jump a little early before he appears, then you can attack him as he's falling down, get some extra chip damage in. Occasionally he will stop and just shoot these balls at you. These are the only two attacks he has in this phase. And like that, the Soul Master is defeated. We have consumed the Desolate Dive. Tap the button while holding down to strike the earth with a burst of power. We have collected another spell. And oh, is it a fun one. So let's get our reward for defeating a boss. Heading up here. I missed something that I need to go back for. But we'll do that in a second. You can hear over here that there's a little bit of rumbling, and you can actually see the particle effects as we do so. Desolate Dive allows us to finally break these rumbling ground patches that we've seen multiple times so far. Hold down, tap A. And there's this secret area down here with a little bit more money for us and some lore. Record Senda, spare thought for those consumed. Through their grace we are evolved. No plague of mine shall overcome us now. So much lore. Give me. Desolate Dive also works as an attack. You can kill those enemies with it. Oh, that's so satisfying, hitting all of them with that one attack. It also has a big splash box, so you don't even have to directly hit the enemy. If you just hit relatively close to them, you can do enough damage. This one, I recommend trying to stand on this little nub on the ground right here, you'll still break the thing, but you won't fall down from it. And you want to do that because if you slide down here, you can get the grub. If you just drop through doing it, then you'll break through this glass as well, and you'll have to climb all the way back up to get the grub. Which is what the developers intended, but I refuse. Just got a lot of these enemies down here. These enemies have some of the best names in the game. These guys are called, I don't remember which is which, but the ones on the ground and the ones in the air are called mistakes and follies. I don't know why I enjoy that so much. Hey friend. Taking a nap? We got a little more soul for our troubles. Ah. Don't sneak up on me like that. And now we're back in this room. This is the room right before we fought against the Soul Master. I always forget this when I do this, but there is something up here for us. And I recommend coming up here for it. I also recommend walking over here, waiting, and taking care of as many as you can. And there are more. We're already back up to 1,000 geo. That's crazy. We have a charm over here. We get Spell Twister. What that does is, reflecting the desires of the Soul Sanctum from Mastery over Soul, it improves the bearer's ability to cast spells. So you reduce your soul cost of casting spells. Meaning, at least in concept. I can't speak for certain, because I don't think I've ever used Spell Twister. But you can use more spells. I don't know if it applies to healing, actually. That would be something interesting to test out. Broken floor, break on through. And we're back where we fought the Soul Warrior. That's all the Soul Sanctum has for us. We've explored every inch of that, every inch of this area. The only way left for us to go is out. Goodbye, beautiful music. Might as well get some more money while we're here. Well, we defeated a big new boss, and we got a new upgrade as well. I think that's as good a place as any to stop for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me yet again for the Hollow Knight 112% playthrough. It's a worthy title. A wordy title. But I'm really enjoying making this so far, and I hope you'll join us again for next episode where we do something. There's a lot of things we can do. Thank you so much yet again, and as always, stay happy, healthy, and kind. Always kind.